Hello from Topeka. I'm Marley Carpenter, your KSCPA lobbyist. Last week, the House and Senate held their final committee meetings of the 2026 session. On Wednesday and Thursday, the legislature worked on the floor and passed more than 150 bills, sending many measures to conference committee. The Senate worked until Thursday evening, finishing up their work on general orders, while progress in the House stalled when leadership abruptly adjourned despite several bills remaining. Friday marked the deadline for bills to pass out of the second chamber. This week, the House and Senate conference committees will meet to reconcile differences between their versions of legislation, with major tax and budget issues still unresolved. House Bill 2573, the CPA pathway bill, passed the Senate on Thursday on a vote of 40 to nothing. Since there were technical changes adopted in committee, their bill will either need to go to a conference committee or the House will need to concur on the Senate changes. The House and Senate Budget Conference Committee began meeting last week to sort out the many differences in their bill as they move to an agreed to final bill to pass during the 2026 session. They will continue to meet this week as they work towards agreement. The House took up Senate Concurrent Resolution 1603 last week, which is a measure that carried over from last year. The resolution proposes a constitutional amendment that would set taxable valuations of certain properties at a lower or fair market value or an averaged fair market value, calculated using a formula established by the legislature. During the floor debate, an amendment was adopted that aimed at freezing property taxes for seniors in residential housing. The bill advanced to final action, but no vote was taken on it. The vote is expected today. They do need a 2/3 majority vote for a constitutional amendment. On a final vote sending the bill to the governor, the conference committee report on school choice tax credits did pass both the House and the Senate. The bill expands the state tax credit program that gives scholarships to students who attend private schools and allows Kansans to participate in a federal program. Also last week, the Senate passed Senate Bill 393, which allows 23-hour liquor sales for the 2 months of the World Cups. The Senate Commerce Committee did adopt an amendment that allowed for county opt-in instead of county opt-out for liquor sales. The bill now can be considered by a conference committee. Both the extension of the aviation and angel investor tax credits are moving and will be considered by a conference committee. A bill, Senate Bill 534, which imposes a new tax on wind farms and solar facilities, did not pass out of tax committee last week. Finally, the Senate Federal and State Affairs Committee did pass out Senate Bill 1, which exempts Kansas from daylight savings time if Missouri passes a similar law. The bill can be worked at any time on the floor of the Senate. This week, conference committees will meet as they move towards first adjournment. If you have questions or comments or need any additional information, please contact myself or Danielle at the KSCPA office. Thanks so much and have a great week.